Welcome to Tales and Fables. Today, we will delve into the incredible story of Eric and Malachar, showcasing an example that no matter who you are, it is never too late to seek the light. Once upon a time, there was a man named Eric who lived a simple life in a small village, surrounded by a tranquil and peaceful landscape. However, Eric felt that something was missing in his existence. He longed for adventure, excitement, and magic. Despite his attempts, he always found himself restrained in his peaceful life. Sometimes due to the fear of venturing beyond the limits of his village or the fear of leaving his family behind to pursue his desires. This led him to spend a significant part of his life feeling anguished and with a void inside that, no matter how much he tried to fill it with life's pleasures, was never enough to ignite his enthusiasm and make him feel truly alive. One day, while exploring a mysterious forest on the outskirts of the village, Eric stumbled upon a peculiar object. It was a shining stone hidden among the foliage. Curiosity piqued. He picked it up and immediately felt a pulsating energy coursing through his hands. It was a magical discovery that would change his life forever. The stone, known as the Stone of the Ancients, proved to be an artifact of immeasurable power. Eric learned that he was the chosen one to become the Guardian of the Realms, a title that carried immense responsibility. His mission was to protect the balance between magic and reality, a task that would require courage, wisdom, and determination. Eric immersed himself in rigorous training, seeking to develop his magical abilities and understand his role as the Guardian of the Realms. He dedicated himself to the study of ancient mystical texts and sought guidance from the village's sages and mystics. Over time, Eric became a skilled mage, mastering the arts of healing, illusion, and conjuration. As Eric honed his skills, he began to hear rumors of an evil sorcerer threatening the realms. His name was Malachar, a powerful mage whose relentless pursuit of power had corrupted him. Malachar sought to subjugate all the realms under his control, believing that only he possessed the knowledge and power necessary to create a perfect order. Eric felt an inner calling to confront Malachar and protect the realms from tyranny and imminent darkness. With his allies by his side, including a wise elf, an enchanting fairy, and a fearless warrior, Eric embarked on a dangerous journey to confront the villain. Eric's journey was fraught with challenges and perils. They traversed wild lands, faced hostile magical creatures, and overcame complex obstacles. Along the way, Eric encountered fascinating characters, such as wise elders, benevolent magical creatures, and mysterious beings who guided him on his quest. As they approached Malachar's dark fortress, Eric discovered more about the villain's motivations. Malachar was a man tormented by a personal tragedy that had consumed his soul. He believed that only through absolute control could he protect the realms from future catastrophes, even if it meant subjugating people's will and suffocating their freedom. Malachar was a talented and ambitious mage, renowned for his impressive magical abilities. However, he was also haunted by a dark and suffering-filled past. Once a promising young man, devoted to the study of magic and eager for knowledge, he had a loving family and a peaceful life in a small village. However, a tragic event changed his life forever. During a significant magical event, an evil force invaded the village, causing destruction and chaos. In this terrible incident, Malachar lost his closest family and friends. He was the sole survivor of his community, carrying the pain of loss and guilt for failing to protect them. This traumatic experience deeply shattered Malachar emotionally. He closed himself off from the world and surrendered to the darkness of pain and bitterness. Convinced that magic was the only way to attain power and security, he began turning to darker and more forbidden practices. Malachar's suffering led him on an obsessive quest for forbidden knowledge and forbidden magic. He believed that with enough power, he could prevent others from experiencing the same tragedy he had faced. However, his search for power and control ultimately corrupted his mind and soul. Malachar's tragedy not only clouded his vision but also fueled his thirst for power. He believed that the only way to avoid pain was to subjugate the realms under his absolute control. This distorted motivation turned him into a relentless villain, willing to sacrifice the freedom and happiness of others in pursuit of his goal. Eric understood that, like himself, Malachar was a victim of his own pain and suffering. He realized that the darkness was just a twisted expression of Malachar's despair and loneliness. This understanding motivated him to seek a peaceful resolution, if possible. The day of the final showdown between Eric and Malachar arrived. In the epic battle that ensued, powerful spells were cast, lightning illuminated the skies, and the fate of the realms hung by a thread. Eric used his wisdom, compassion, and magical prowess to face Malachar. As they fought, Eric sought a way to reach Malachar's heart, to awaken the spark of goodness that might still exist within him. He avoided causing irreversible harm, instead using his abilities to defend himself and deflect Malachar's attacks. At the climax of the battle, Eric saw beyond Malachar's malevolent facade and found a broken and lonely man. He realized that tragedy had consumed Malachar's soul, turning him into a bitter being. With a gesture of compassion, Eric offered Malachar a chance at redemption, to find peace and seek healing for his wounds. Malachar, weakened by emotional exhaustion and touched by Eric's offer, faltered for a moment. He looked deep into Eric's eyes, seeing in them genuine compassion and a sincere willingness to help. He dispelled the spell he had cast to weaken the realms and restored the lost balance. Recognizing the weight of his actions, Malachar embarked on a journey of self-discovery and atonement. He committed to using his powers for good and finding a way to redeem himself. Eric encouraged him in his journey, offering guidance and support. As Malachar departed, Eric felt a sense of hope and reconciliation. Eric returned to his village as a hero, the guardian of the realms who had confronted and overcome darkness. His journey brought hope and peace to the realms, inspiring others to face their own inner battles. He became a respected and beloved figure among his people, known for his wisdom, compassion, and courage. The story of Eric and Malachar echoed throughout the realms, reminding everyone of the importance of choosing the path of light and empathy. People were inspired by their journey and found strength in their own lives, confronting their fears and challenges with renewed courage. Eric remained as the guardian of the realms, dedicating his life to protecting the balance between magic and reality. He became a symbol of hope and a reminder that even in the darkest circumstances, light can always prevail. And so, the story of Eric and his confrontation with the villain Malachar was told and remembered for generations. It was a tale of courage, compassion, and redemption that showed that regardless of our origins or traumas, we can always find the strength to overcome adversity and embrace the light. Did you enjoy the story? Then give us a like and subscribe to the channel for more incredible tales like this one. Have a great day.